Alright, hey guys, welcome to Generation Platinum. Today on Just Two Friends Talking Gaming, we've got our monthly news lineup. So we're obviously going to talk about November's news today. A lot of stuff happened in comparison to last month, so we're going to dive into a bunch of these things and see what tickles our fancy. So Jack, what's first on the agenda?
PS. That's what's first on the agenda. Clearing my throat. PSVR 2 launches February 22nd for. Have you seen how much it's for without looking at the article? Did you
It's
know
like
how much it was for?
£500, is that?
Well, it's $550, right? So, what's the conversion on that? Four something for us, right?
$420 or something.
Hey, plays it. USD to GB. Well, the Great British Pound's worth fuck all these days. So let's have a look. 550, yeah, 454.88. So it'll probably be like, 450, 455 or something for us in the Oi Governor land. But yeah, so Sony have finally announced at the beginning of the month that VR will be coming out on February the 22nd, just after Valentine's Day. So remember, boys and girls, your partner ain't shit. Buy yourself VR 2. It will sell Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle that comes with the system and the game for $600, while the PSVR 2 Sense Controller charging station will be offered on its own for $50. So basically, if you want a game with it and the charging station, you're looking at $650, which is the same price, no, a little bit more than the PS5 costs, which is interesting.
And it's like two Xboxes.
It's two Xbox Series S's, yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-ordering started November the 15th, so it's been and gone now. And it seems to only be on the direct PlayStation website. It will require a PS5 console, obviously. And this article notes, which is funny, is so getting up and running for Sony's next generation virtual reality experience will cost you around $1,000 before taxes and any other add-ons. So if you're looking to become a PS5 and VR player, you're looking to put just over $1,000 into this, which is insanity.
That's too much.
And then again, you look at something like, was it Valve? I was looking at VR stuff the other day, and one of the VR systems is like £800. So. Okay, we've got a breakdown of pricing around the world. We'll just say what's us, because we're the only people that matter. Yeah, £529.99 for PSVR 2. I'll ask you this question knowing the answer. You getting it?
No.
Absolutely fucking not.
I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to waste £529. But I have other things to pay for. Like heating and electricity. So
yeah, in the
cost
of living crisis. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the other countries of the world are doing with that, but like here in the UK, we're all fucked and can't afford to put the heating on for 2 minutes. So no one in the UK is going to be able to afford this.
Yeah,
unless you're rich.
It's too much.
It's a big gamble as well, because I think PlayStation's first VR was fine from what people said, but it wasn't going to blow your socks away. Just fucking buy a Quest 2, man.
I've played a bit of the PlayStation VR, and it's just a VR. Like I personally don't see the huge hype around VR. It's kind of cool, and I'd play it every now and then. But if I had one, I wouldn't sit on it every night and put the headset down and live my games. It's just not my type of thing. I don't know if it's because I'm old or
maybe just not finding the right game.
Maybe.
Or not seen the right porn.
I mean, that's definitely true.
Unless you really hardcore want these Sony exclusives, which at this point is really just Horizon, just go get a fucking Quest 2. Sure, it dies after 2 hours, but buy yourself a cable. It would still be cheaper than getting a PSVR 2. Don't get me wrong, if someone wants to send this to me, I'll have it. But, I'm never buying this. You'd have to hit £100, maybe 200 before I'd consider maybe getting it one day. So I'm not getting it in the next X amount of years. So I think it's fine. It's for a niche market, but it is funny that it's almost the same cost, if not the same cost as a PS5.
Yeah.
Speaking of video games, a couple of games came out at the beginning of this month, one of which you've played, and we've both played, Ragnarok. That came out at the beginning of the month. Last I saw it was 94 on Metacritic. I don't know if it still
Oh
is.
hell yeah!
Universally loved. I was going to say we did an episode where you can see our thoughts, but what happened to that episode?
It's in the it's in the cloud somewhere.
It's in the clouds, is it?
It's in the stratosphere. It's
somewhere.
yeah. I just forgot to record audio on it, so
Yeah.
we've got an hour of us talking about God of War just lost. Well, we've got one half of it. We've got Jack
half.
talking to himself, basically. But yeah, no, we lost that one.
It's where are you at with it? Just thoughts. I've completed it, loved it. Where are you
I
at?
was playing a bit last night, but I was really tired, so I killed Garm. Spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
in
spoilers first.
Yeah, I'm in Vanaheim afterwards, helping Freya and Freya, or whatever their fucking names are. But I love it. Hot take, I don't think it's as good as the first one. And I haven't finished the story, but there was something about the first one where I was like, oh my god. And I don't know if it's not different enough, or if I'm playing it a bit more broken. Because the first one, obviously, it was a carer. I was doing 24-hour days, but I was working a lot in the spare room, kind of doing other things. And I was playing a lot of long hours of gaming. Whereas now I'm kind of just like trying to find the time to play, and it's like very bitty. It's like half an hour here, half an hour there. So I don't know if that is kind of hurt my opinion of it, but yeah, it's good. I mean, it's still up there for Game of the Year for me, but
Yeah, it's not though, is it? It's not Game of the Year.
it's not.
It's
Elden Ring.
It's, I swear, when Elden Ring wins, fucking hell, which it will, I'm going to bust a fucking blood vessel in my brain.
Sell your
That game does
PlayStation.
not. That game does not deserve any fucking Game of the Year awards. It can have something, but it's not having Game of the Year. I'm hoping it's been so fucking long that people have forgotten about it, but they
It hasn't been that long. Oh, it came out in February, didn't it?
around the time Horizon came out.
February, March.
It's just, if it wins, I'll be fuming. But when am I not fuming these days? Another game that came out early in this month was Among Us VR, which I guess you've not had a chance to play as you don't own VR, but I have, and it's a lot of fun. It's good, especially for like £7.
Is that all
I've
it
only
is?
played, yeah, and I had I only picked it up this month because Meta. So if you have Oculus, Meta's so desperate for you to buy games, they'll just send you vouchers on a regular basis if you haven't bought something for the next amount of months. So they sent me like £4 or £5.
Nice.
It's like, oh yeah, here's some money, buy a game please. So it only cost me about £3. So well worth the money. I've only played it for 2 hours. I'm going to play some more over the weekend. But again, it's another one of those things like Warzone. We'll get there when we get there. But like proximity chat makes that game now. Like Among Us is a fantastic game, and it is cool to play in VR. But like the thing to keep coming back will be the proximity chat. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had my first taste of proximity chat earlier in the week with you on Call of Duty.
Save it for Warzone.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you know, it's not a kids game, but it's kind of a kids game. So you do get a lot of lobbies populated with kids, and you know, I'm not trying to be that guy. They're there to have fun, but it's a bit annoying after a while. You're them talking exclusively in memes or their high-pitched little prepubescent voices. It's rather annoying, but when you get into some lobbies with some adults, it can be really fun. And I did have a lot of fun, and yeah, I couldn't help myself but recreate that viral TikTok that's gone around recently.
Screaming
It's a lot
one.
of fun. Yeah, with the guy screaming in a demonic voice at the kid, and his kids running, screaming. I couldn't help myself, and it gave me a good chuckle. But,
Excellent.
you know, for £7, well worth it. What's that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like, what, £2 to buy the game anyway, the normal game.
Yeah, I mean, you can still play it free on mobile, I think. So.
Yeah. And it is such a good game.
I'll let you take the Horizon because you're not going to know anything about Gears of War.
I know stuff about Gears of War. God.
Yeah, how's the ranking of Xbox exclusives going to go later?
Terrible.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
No.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Shameful.
Anyway, next on the list is Horizon, and everyone loves Horizon, obviously. A new game, maybe. A new game in the universe, maybe in the works, according to a new report. So we're looking at an MMORPG, so along the same vein as, World of Warcraft. So apparently Sony's partnered with the South Korean game developer NCSoft for the project, and it's listed as Project H in some job listings. NCSoft is known for certain franchises like Lineage and Guild Wars. I personally don't know them. Jack, have you heard of those before?
No.
No. I'm sure they're good, otherwise they wouldn't be in the article. But obviously Sony and Guerrilla Games have always toyed with the idea of adding multiplayer. Like, it's always been kind of at the background of conversations when it comes to Horizon. It's always like, oh, what about multiplayer, There was obviously plans to include co-op in Zero Dawn and Forbidden West as well, but it never turned up. And I think it would be really good. Like, would you play a multiplayer version of Horizon, Jet?
If it was its own game, yeah, I don't want it tacked on to, like, the sequel.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a spin-off. So it probably won't be Aloy. But having a little look. So obviously with PSVR we've just talked about the big thing is the Call of the Mountain, which looks awesome, and I'd probably get VR just for that. And obviously we've spoken before about this remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn, which we're not happy about, but hopefully an MMORPG set in the Horizon universe would be pretty cool. I mean, we don't have much more information than they could potentially be working on it with this NCSoft. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Would you play the MMO if it was a spin-off and it was not tacked on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
That combat loop is really good, so play that in an open world area, play it with other people, yeah, I'd be down for that. PlayStation obviously made that point, I think it was the end of last year at some point. It's like they are working on many games as a service games. That was a weird sentence, but you get my point. Live service games. They're working on many. This is where we think we're going to see the Last of Us factions and stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me that this does seem like a game that's a franchise. Sorry, that seems fit for it. So yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean there's a free-to-play game. I can't remember what it's called. But it's about, basically you play in teams and you go and like hunt dinosaurs or something.
I have no idea what you're on about.
It's like a free version of Monster Hunter World. I don't know, I can't remember. It's called like Dawn Guard or Dawnbreaker or something. I don't know, can't remember. But if it's anything like that, it could be quite fun. But imagine teaming up with some friends and taking down a Thunderjaw like that'd be so much fun.
Problem is, I have no friends, so that's going to be a bit difficult.
You got loads of friends. You're like the most popular person I know.
No, not true.
Yeah.
Not true. The thing is, I have friends. I just don't like any of them.
That's fair enough. Not even me, baby.
I don't like anyone.
It's fine. You're going to be a grumpy old man, aren't you?
Oh, I can't wait for it. The dream is to retire and live on like, I don't want to say a compound because that sounds cult leader-ish, but also I would be up for running a cult. But like, hold on, I've got a thing to say about cults in a minute. But like on a compound, it's got internet, but there's no fucker around me for like 20 miles at least, maybe 50 actually.
I could imagine you doing that.
And I've got my games, and that's probably about it. That's all my.
And somehow you're generating money, like crypto or something.
Yeah, like I've just got money. So I'm that guy that picked up the lottery ticket off the floor and it turned out to be the million.
Yeah.
And I just don't want anyone near me.
That's fair enough.
That'd be really cool.
A dream. That's a dream to strive for, I think, and I think that could work. I mean, yeah.
Because like I live far from the centre of everything now, but that wouldn't be a problem if you're rich because you just get everything delivered.
True.
I'll be having fucking drones delivering shit to my door on a daily basis. Speaking of cults, I ended up on like kind of like a cult-esque type thing on TikTok the other day. It's all about doubloons. It's very weird.
Oh, I've heard about this. Cats and doubloons, right?
Cats on
it's
doubloons
like a currency.
TikTok. Yeah,
I don't really
was
understand it.
Okay, sit down.
I'm
Put your
sitting.
seatbelt on. Seatbelt on.
Yep,
Buckle up.
it's buckled.
So a cat's toe beams, there was 4 of them, and they were called doubloons, right? This is how it starts. And this video kind of went viral, and people started saying, like, every time you see it, you get another 4 doubloons. Then it turned into its own currency. And then people were gifting balloons to each other by just being like, oh, if you've seen this video, you get 10 doubloons. If you see this video, you get 300. And then things got really mad, and people were like doing videos giving away like 1,000 and 1,000,000 and billions of doubloons. So then there was hyperinflation. So then the doubloon value dropped. And then we started getting thieves and robbers, where if you find a robber video, like they'll take so many of your doubloons. Then the black market started, so you could buy things like horses and safes, and some of them would do stuff like protect you. And people were keeping spreadsheets with how many doubloons they have, and it was just, all blew up in a very short space of time. I was making some decent money. I had a couple of horses, I had a guard dog and a safe. It's nearing a fair bit of doubloons, but I had to force myself off it because it was becoming a problem.
Whoa. Whoa. That, I thought it was... What? What?
There was a point that every video on my TikTok was either giving me doubloons, taking them away from me, or I could buy things off the market. Oh, and I think we were having an election at one point, but I can't remember.
That sounds fantastic.
There was also
like
police,
dumb
obviously, for
hell.
people trying to get... there was cat police trying to... You had to, if you came across a video that's like, I'm giving you 1 billion doubloons, you had to report it because the cap for transfer was like £1,000 a day, and people were trying to break the rules, and we didn't want another hyperinflation.
I love how you're saying we as well, like you're part of the community.
I had to force myself off it. I said it was becoming a problem.
That's really bad. That's a really cool idea though. That's mad. That's like the power of TikTok. Like
you say that, but
couple of people. Sorry, what?
I was going to say, like, I get your point. You're saying it's really cool and stuff, and it is. This happened in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it became very popular. But it's also people were pointing out, it's like, we're the young generation on TikTok trying to push out the old monarchy and the hierarchy of life. And within a few hours, we've already made rich people and poor people and thieves, and like we've created our own society. And in 24 hours, it's already fallen apart. That's
the way of the world, though, isn't it? Really.
It was a good evening for me.
That's mad. That is madness. Because I saw one post on Facebook about somebody saying about cats and doubloons, and then I saw something on Twitter about it, and I kind of looked into it a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's a TikTok currency. And that's where my knowledge ends. So thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it was all made up, no money involved or anything.
Yeah.
It was all just done by posting videos, but...
That's crazy.
Got rubbed a couple of times, that sucked.
Damn.
When I started to genuinely sit and think about making a spreadsheet to keep count of my money and possessions I had brought, I realised it was time to stop.
I was going to ask if you got to the spreadsheet point.
No, and when I looked at the clock and it was early hours of the morning, I was like, I got to stop this shit. Fucking diabolical. Speaking of fucking diabolical, Gears of War has been announced to have a movie and an anime series with Netflix. No further details past that, but why that links to fucking diabolical is because Cliff Bleszinski has been off on Twitter, the original designer of the Gears of War games, putting his 2 cents worth into the casting, and he said he could see Carl Urban as Marcus Phoenix. Fucking diabolical is the tweet, hence why it was in my brain. So yeah, not a lot to say here, just that the film and show is coming. The lead actor people want, actually I'm not going to say people want, that he wants is Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista really wants this role. He has done for years, ever since the rumour. And he had a skin in the latest Gears of War multiplayer game. So he's petitioning very hard for the role. But what Cliff Bleszinski makes very clear is to keep Chris Pratt the fuck away from his franchise.
I actually saw that tweet as well on Twitter.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Yeah,
I love Chris Pratt's great. Maybe slightly problematic. We're still waiting to see how that comes out. But we need to stop casting him stuff. like
He's
video
very
game stuff.
Yeah, he's very touch and go.
Yeah.
I mean, in certain things, like I don't know if you ever watched the Tomorrow War.
No, I wanted to, but I heard it was shit.
It was not very good. And Passengers was not very good either. But they were all good films. Like they all could have been good, and I don't know if they were bad because of Chris Pratt. I don't think so. But
He was
yeah,
just
he's not good enough
gone.
to be cast in everything.
No, and
You
he
know
would
what I
get
mean?
cast in this and be like, I can't wait for you to see my Marcus Phoenix voice, and it'll be his own fucking voice with Mario.
Fun fact. I went to the cinema recently to see Wakanda Forever, and they had a Super Mario trailer. And you know, when the trailer was released, they had the bit at the end where Chris Pratt speaks in Mario's voice, or speaks as Mario. They cut that bit. So I wonder if they're redoing his lines.
That'd be a lot to do, I feel like, but I don't know when that film comes out, so maybe it's not a lot to do.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
Cliff Blazinski also thinks that Ryan Reynolds would make a good bard, or bear, depending how you pronounce it, which is a good shout. You don't know Gears of War because you're like a filthy peasant, but
I know some of it.
it's very good games. You have an Xbox and you could play them, but if it doesn't have trophies, you don't play shit, so...
It's true, I'm a little bit of a sucker for a trophy.
Like, I wanted to suggest you play Vampire Survivor, but like you're fucking gonna play it on Xbox.
I'll play it.
But it's on Xbox.
I don't know what it is.
Well, that's real good.
What is it?
It's like it. With all due respect to the game, it doesn't look like a lot when you like look at it and like the pictures for it. I don't know the art style, but it's very like old school. I don't want to say like 32-bit type, but it might be. And you know what? I'm going to read the description because I don't want to fuck up because I know what it is, but like the graphic style, I don't want to misdescribe. I'm not very artistic.
It's like pixel based.
It might be. You know, I'm quite dumb and quite autistic, so I need to. Vampires.
Aren't we all these days?
Some more than others, I guess. So it's described as a roguelike shoot-'em-up video game. What? You're not going to tell me the art style? Well, that's annoying. You look at the art style and tell me what it is.
Vampire Survivor, you say?
Yeah. It's all because I'm autistic when it comes to art. This is why we're on this fucking...
It's like 8-bit pixels.
Yeah, okay,
It's like
cool.
pixel art. So.
But the whole point of it is, like, the whole game is played with one button, like the joystick, that is it. You use A to, like, navigate menus, but except for that, the whole thing is joysticks.
Really?
And you jump in, and the character you're playing as, you can pick one of 4, automatically does the attacking for you. And you've got to go around just dodging enemies as they come at you, killing them, picking up the XP and the money to level up, to get a new type of weapon, to get a new type of armor, blah, blah, blah. When I say armor, like, don't think of it as, like, variants. It's one armor, but, like, it levels up. Or it'll be like, get a whip that fires in the direction you're facing, get birds that come down and attack. And you just go around picking up this XP and this money, surviving wave after wave. It's on a timer, and it gets more difficult as it goes on, obviously. You just use the thumbstick, and it's like survive as long as you can. And the whole point of the game is when you die, everything resets, so you lose everything. But you can upgrade the stuff you pick up during the rounds, so in between rounds. So like you die, and then you just go into the menu and upgrade the whip. So next time when you get it in the game, it'll be 2 times more powerful or 3 times more powerful, or whatever. You know, I've only played it for like
Hades does that.
Yeah. I've only played it for 3 or 4 hours, so I'm not...
Only?
I don't have the most details. Yeah, considering I started it last night.
Yeah.
And the point
I love
is
a good
just to
roguelike, to be fair.
Yeah, the point is just to get more and more money to like upgrade the upgrades you get in the game and survive as long as you can. But it's very good and it's very addictive, and because it's so simple, you just walk. But like the amount of enemies that you can have on the screen at once is fucking insane. And it gets very difficult for each round you go on. And I'm only still on the first map because I haven't reached round 20 yet.
Okay. Maybe I'll give it a go.
Yeah. It's really cool. And it's, it's on Game Pass. You don't have to pay for anything if you're unkeen. But type in Vampire Survivors and click images.
Yeah.
And then look at the amount of enemies that you have to be dodging.
Vampire Survivors.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's madness.
Yeah, and all you're doing is using the left stick, trying to level up that bar at the top so you can pick a new like upgrade or whatever, or a new weapon to use. And you just got to walk around trying to survive.
It's pretty cool. I like it. Simple.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. Anyway, where were we? Video games.
Batman died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so next on the agenda is a sad time. Kevin Conroy, voice actor, died a couple of weeks back now. He obviously is mostly known for doing Batman in the Arkham games. Was he in the Arkham games?
Yep.
Yeah. And he did a lot of the animated stuff. And some people say, he was pretty much the definitive voice of Batman. I don't know how old he was. He was quite old, wasn't he? 66. Not that old.
It's not that old at all.
He looks, no offence to him, rest in peace, he looks older than 66 though, which is why I said that. But yeah, it's a shame because he was actually, he's a big part of obviously like the gaming industry in terms of voices and things. So it was pretty shocking news when I woke up that day and kind of saw that Kevin Conroy had died. I mean, what else did he do?
Definitive Batman. I mainly know him as Batman.
Yeah, same.
He might have done other stuff, but I think 9 times out of 10 people wouldn't know what else he's done, which is, I guess, a shame for his career. But I mean, when you're the definitive Batman for the majority of 90s kids, I guess that's not too bad, right? That's a decent achievement in life.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's,
fantastic actor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his video games work, and he's literally Batman. Everything. He was in.
He was Batman.
Sorry, yeah, he was. He was in Max Payne 2 as Batman. Right. No, joking. He was a couple of people. It seems like Lord Jack. I don't know. That's not you. He was in Jack and Daxter as a fisherman. But everything Batman, else basically is Batman. Even like up to Multiverses, he was Batman in that. So.
Also, when I said he was Batman, I meant like was as in like a hard was, like the definitive. I appreciated you said sorry as if I was correcting you from is to was.
Yeah, I thought that's what...
No, I just meant was as in he was Batman, like no one else is Batman. But
Right. I thought you meant...
Not your tense, your use of present tense.
Yeah, I thought you meant he's dead, Mark. Like, it's a was.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's been a rough November for 90s kids, Kevin Conroy... Jason David
Power
Frank.
Rangers boy. Yeah, that's sad. He was only 50 odd, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was in his 50s, I believe.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his story's even... Well, not that you should compare deaths, but his story's even sadder because if all the articles are correct, he committed suicide. So... But yeah, bad time for 90s kids. The Jason David Frank one got me hard, and so did Kevin Conroy.
I thought it might.
Yeah, it's a big one. I've seen that man's face since I was a kid. It's been part of my entire life. I've got a Green Ranger Green Power Ranger tattoo. So it's just sad times.
Yeah, I've also seen you dress up as the Green Ranger as well.
I've also dressed up as the Green Ranger. That photo exists somewhere. No, I hope I never see that photo again.
I liked it.
I didn't. Bringing back bad memories. In more cheery news, Warzone 2 launched this month. So Call of Duty was already out. That came out late October. But Warzone 2, its new Battle Royale, came out alongside its DMZ mode, which is a take on Escape from Tarkov. I don't know, I never played that game. But everyone says it's their version. I've played both. You've only played Warzone 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. It's a great game. I'm not saying it's
very
the
fun.
Best battle. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best battle royale, but like it's great. 150 people as well in the match, which is mad when you remember back in the days of PS3, just being like, oh, can I have a couple of players playing this game? And now we're talking, now we're talking about 150.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the maps are really big as well. So it's just madness. You can go for a while without seeing anyone, and then suddenly you're like surrounded.
Yeah, and you might
I really,
hear those
I really
people.
enjoy it.
You
What
might
was
hear
that?
those people. You might hear those people surrounding you because a big feature of Warzone 2 is the introduction of proximity chat. So if you're within a certain range of other players, you can hear their microphones as they're talking, either to themselves or to their friends or whatever. That has led to some interesting situations. I mean, just in our time playing it, we've had some interesting conversations with people and some interesting moments. It's a really cool idea. Whether it be the panic in people's voices as they scream and shout, like, "Oh, we're being hunted," or the friendship. Well, I say friendships loosely, but like the friendly conversations you have with people, or you betray them after convincing them. Like, it's all a lot of fun. You obviously get the downside of people using racial slurs or insulting. I mean, I had on one occasion someone told me to slit my wrist. Like, you're always going to unfortunately get those kind of people.
Yeah. Also,
which is a shame. So do report those kind of people. Get them out of that game.
Yeah, definitely. I was playing the other day with you, and there was that one guy, and I said at the time, it was like brings out the inner psychopath, because he was like, what was he doing? Like singing a song, saying like, "I'm gonna kill you."
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Like
Singing a song.
It's like, if you were a kid, if you were like, I know kids shouldn't be playing it because there's like age ratings and stuff, but if you're like 12
I mean, it
years
is an
old,
18.
yeah, if you're like 12 years old, and obviously 12-year-olds will play it, and you've got this guy, this full-grown man saying, "I'm gonna kill you," in this like sing-song voice, it's scary. And that, like, I'm not saying report him because it was hilarious at the time, but
yeah, when it's between two adults, it's okay. But like, yeah, let's you know, I don't mind being told I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you in the video game and stuff, but like, let's drop the racial slurs. Let's drop
100%.
Let's drop saying certain things to kids. You know, it's two grown adults. You want to swear at each other, go to town. But you know, if you come across a couple of fucking young kids, don't be telling them you're gonna kill them in real life and stuff. It's ridiculous. But not justifying any of that. But let's remember, this is an 18 game, so there should be something done by Activision / parents to make sure kids aren't playing this game. But whatever.
Yeah.
I was playing COD before 18, so I can't talk.
100%. Yeah.
But it has led to some wholesome moments, as reported by VG247. Reddit user Crescendium Main, I think I pronounced that
Nailed
right,
it.
has become an in-game taxi driver thanks to Warzone 2's new proximity voice chat. The player pulls up to other squads, and as long as they don't kill him first, offer them rides to anywhere on the map. Seeking that 5-star review, the player sticks to the main roads only so that players have... That was a weird sentence. Only so that players have smooth ride to their destination, offering a typical small talk on the way. I have seen TikToks of this as well, and people, like, once they get out the car and reach their destination, they'll drop money on the floor for the taxi driver and stuff. It's cool. There are some wholesome things happening in there. It's fun. I really like it. You can play it, so I can't wait.
So even the other day when we were playing, we got on a helicopter, joined forces with another team, and we were just singing. Well, they were singing, "If you're happy, you know it."
Yeah, if you're happy, you know it, clap your hands. And then someone crashed a helicopter.
That was you.
It was me.
But yeah, I think it's defining is maybe the wrong word, but it is a new innovation which kind of keeps it exciting. It's not just another free-for-all battle royale. It is something a little bit different, which will keep people playing. I mean, even you yourself said, "I don't play it to win. I play it because of these, enjoyable moments that is created because you can talk to random people." And I think it's a great idea.
So hopefully it doesn't lose its appeal after that.
Yeah.
What's up on the list next?
So next we've got Dead Island 2. Obviously, Dead Island 2, great news. We love Dead Island. We love that number 2's coming out. Oh wait, it's not yet. It was meant to come out in December, right? It's the original.
No, February, I believe. I think.
Okay.
It wasn't this year for sure. It was early next. Why is that throwing you?
Right, December 6th would have been a new trailer. It's going to be a new trailer. That's where I got December from.
Oh, Game Awards? No, that's December the 8th.
That's December. Yeah. So it was meant to come out in February 3rd. And obviously, originally it was meant to come out in like 2015. So it's better than waiting an extra 7 years. But it's now going to be released in April, which is annoying, and it seems like it's a trend for this year. For games that are announced this year, it's going to be pushed back and pushed back. We've had it with Midnight Suns, we've had it with Skull and Bones, and now, unfortunately, Dead Island. Now, Dead Island was announced in, what was it? A couple of months back for
it was with the Spinning Astronaut. Was it the Summer Game Awards? No, not Summer Game Awards. Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, Summer Games Fest. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited to play it, but I probably won't buy it day one. You probably will buy it day one, right?
Yeah, it's difficult with this one because a game that's been been in development this long, and it keeps getting delayed, and it finally does its reveal, and it gets delayed again. You go, fuck, this game's not going to be good. We've been here too many times. The thing is, it looks really good, and a few behind the scenes, behind closed doors demos, I think, for people have been saying it is actually very good. It just needs a little bit more time. I do wonder if actually this is a bit of a lie. I'd be interested to see whether they delayed it till April to get away from Hogwarts Legacy and PSVR 2 coming out in the same month as
maybe
Islands. I wonder if this is a tactical thing less than we need more time. It's just like we need to get to a month where people have got nothing else to buy, so why not buy Dead Island 2? Because its budget must be through the roof at this point. It needs to make money.
Yeah.
So, be interesting with that one. But yeah, I'll go get it day one. It did make me think, like, do we want to punish ourselves closer towards April and play some co-op Dead Island?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck.
Let's do it.
Hurt. I really like that game, but it's definitely not... It didn't hold up a day after it came out, let alone fucking X amount of years, but...
Yeah. Well, if it's anything like Dying Light 2, then it's going to be pretty poor release, but I have high hopes.
Well, different studio. Well, I mean, there's been like 20 fucking studios working on this game at this point. Did you want to take Ratchet and Clank now? I think this works out month-wise, like day-wise to be right.
Yeah, sure. So, Ratchet and Clank. So, for fans of the series, I am only a recent fan.
Before you continue, that's interesting, isn't it? That you're... I'm genuinely not taking shots at you, but you're a hardcore PlayStation guy. But if you think about it, in the last year or so, you've only become a fan of Ratchet and Clank, God of War, and Last of Us.
Well, I'm not. I haven't always been a hardcore PlayStation guy. It's only since I had a PS4. So
true, but that's still 8 years or so. Let's say.
Yeah, but Ratchet and Clank wasn't on the PS4. Well,
yeah, it was.
The last one was, which I played,
and the one before that.
What was the one before that?
It was just called Ratchet and Clank.
The one before that. I mean, I played the last two.
Oh, you said last one.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Then it'd be a crack in time, I think, which is PS3.
PS3. So that's the reason why. But
I'm just saying it's interesting that like you've been a PlayStation guy for a while now, but you're only just getting into these key PlayStation franchises.
The big exclusives. Yeah. I don't know. It just never really struck me as a game I wanted to play. It's, for kids, sort of thing. But I'd like it. I like the idea because it's easy kind of puzzle adventure game. It's kind of like it. But yeah, God of War is a big one for me. I'm glad I played the others, and I want to play the other others as well. So, but anyway, going back to the point, old Ratchet Clanky. On the 15th of November, it'd been 20 years of Ratchet and Clank. And basically, they released 5 games on PS Plus. They have since released even more, I think. I think the whole selection is on the PS Plus Premium now. So you can play pretty much every single game going, apart from the new one, I think.
Yeah,
so you can play... Ratchet and Clank, the first one, all the way up to Ratchet and Clank, the new one, which is pretty cool. I think it shows that PlayStation can and will reveal the games for PS2, which gives me hopes for other games like Dino Crisis and other stuff. I don't know what else off the top of my head, but yeah, what do you think? Are you going to go back and play some of these, or I know you're Uncharted. Uncharted moment at the moment. So
Yeah, I'm back full on Uncharted mode right now, which is
Oh,
annoying. I really shouldn't be. I love that franchise. I love it to death. I have an Uncharted tattoo, but it's just like, Jack, your platinum backlog is so big. Why are you then taking? I'm going to play all of them, right? All of the Uncharted
Yeah.
games, which is probably, let's just conservatively say 10 hours each, and there's 5. Oh well, the last one, the spin-off, isn't 10 hours, but let's just say 40 to 50 hours. That's a platinum or 2. Here we are, replaying a game I've played countless of times. What is wrong with me? I still haven't finished God of War's side stuff. Like, I really want to do the side quests at least. I don't know about the platinum yet. I've got a bug in it, which is pissing me off. But I definitely want to do the side quests. And yeah, here we are, playing Uncharted yet again.
I love that you go back and play Uncharted every year. I think it's really cool.
I've got a confession to make. I could see my past saves, and there was a year I missed.
Oh my god.
And technically, I would technically miss it again this year. So my last save was 2021, like April. But I will not get the next 5 games done before New Year's Day, I don't think.
No. But you've started it this year, which makes sense.
Yeah, but I think there was I think it went from I think there was a couple of years gap. But I play it, every year, every 2 years. But yeah, here we are again, playing a game that came out in 2007.
Well, just as high hopes for Ratchet and Clank then.
Yeah, I might do. I was playing God of War, the first one, the other day, just for a bit of a laugh. Popping them PS3 trophies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting arthritis in my old age. Or not even my old age, from gaming, I've decided, because I could not keep up with those God of War button mashing quick time in the first one. I was struggling. I was like, fuck,
Some of them
I'm
are
done.
tough.
I'm out. I can't do this anymore. I can't game. I'm retiring early.
No, you can't. You can't retire. You've got a game until you're at least 70.
A game that isn't causing me to button mash. Goat Simulator 3.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Now, we both like Goat Simulator, but this would have never been a day one purchase for us.
No.
It only was for me because I had... Look, I'm a PlayStation guy. I don't hide that. But I do like my Xbox. But I had 30 quid in Xbox credit that I was never going to use because really my Xbox is my Game Pass machine. I thought I'm just going to spend this, so I bought Goat Simulator 3, and it's good, man. It's Goat Simulator. Like, we're not going to talk on this too long because it is just Goat Simulator. I don't mean that in a mean way, but hold on, there's nothing groundbreakingly different. The big feature that they push that's not in the first one. I know you're not going crazy. They did skip Goat Simulator 2. Is multiplayer, minigame multiplayer modes. But what I didn't know until I played it was it's co-op. It's either co-op locally only or it's co-op locally and with friends. And I have no friends, as we mentioned earlier. So I can't play the multiplayer. It's not online multiplayer. So I can't play the mini games, which is annoying because some of those floors, lava and stuff could have been quite fun. But there's lots to do in the single player, and they've added new stuff. I don't want to try not to sound like I'm down on it because I'm not. It's really good, and I think people should pick it up, especially for its 20 quid price point. I'm just trying to make the point of if you like Goat Simulator 1, you'll like Goat Simulator 3. There's not anything here that I think will bring in players that didn't like the first one.
Yeah, just don't expect a brand new groundbreaking game because it is just a Goat Simulator. Yeah.
And critics seem to be on the same line. 68 Metascore currently, which is fine, I guess. It's that's
pretty good.
It's pretty good. Interestingly, an 8.5 user score. So people seem to be liking it more than the critics did. But I think that was the case with the first Goat Simulator.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping to get it for Christmas because it's quite a cheap game that my sister or something could buy me. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to potentially getting it. And if not, it's definitely a buy for later. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's an easy platinum, I think, there.
No, I don't think it is.
No.
Because I think there's multiplayer trophies. So you'd need to have a friend that has it.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Oh, no.
Speaking of playing with your friends, I'll take Sea of Thieves. You can take the other season pass stuff if you like. So, fuck all about them. Season 8 is finally coming to Sea of Thieves. There was a massive time gap between 7 and 8, and they had some problems. But we know that it's actually out now, so November the 22nd. And interestingly enough, it comes with a de facto replacement for the game's arena mode, which was taken offline earlier this year. Since then, PvP players have been desperate for something like the arena mode, and now they have something new. So I'm going to try and get through as much of this as I can, but a lot's coming this season. So it's called, with the new Hourglass of Fate on board every pirate ship in the game, PvP is much easier to initiate without taking players out of the game's marquee sandbox mode. That's not what I want to know. Where's the details? Okay, with these new features, PvP is an opt-in and much faster to kick off. You join a faction, siding with either the Pirate Lord and the Guardians, or the wicked Captain Flameheart and his servants. Once you've placed your allegiance, you can carry on a session as normal, completing voyages, taking on the Megalodon, or doing whatever else your heart desires. Or you can elect to dive right into combat. If you choose the latter and dive into PvP right away, you can go on the offensive. An incredible cinematic plays. Okay. No need to lick their ass.
Incredible.
Well, I know, right? Where's my mouse sticky? Let's not go down that road. While the game
Is that
pairs
the
you
VR?
no. While the game pairs you with an opponent where you submerge below the waves and triumphantly emerge a short while later, breaching the tide like a humpback whale. Jesus, GameSpot, chill out. While armed with cannons and firebombs. As the music swells and the banner marks the beginning of the battle, the rules of engagement are clear. It's last ship standing. Sinking ships and taking rivals' loot will earn you rewards such as exclusive curses that dress you up like a skeleton or a phantom, and brand new captaincy cosmetics. After you sink 4 ships without fail, you'll become a champion, which paints an even bigger target on your back while also maxing out your rewards within the faction system. You can keep sinking for as long as you dare, risking it all for the glory of setting a streak record or unlocking further rewards. Or you can cash in and call an end to your allegiance, taking the target off your back before it's too late. The risk-reward system is meant to entice players to consider giving each session one more try. Alongside that, there'll be more costumes, more outfits, a new season pass for Season 8, new story installments. But yeah, big point here is you can now flip an hourglass, go underwater, come back out and fuck up some bitches.
Nice.
My mouse really is sticking, I don't know why.
I like how Sea of Thieves, they with every season they do tend to update a lot. Like season 7 had like the captain's log and stuff, right? And the names.
Yeah.
So it went from that. It's just building on the game. It's like No Man's Sky. It's one of those games where they've gone, okay, this is our game. How do we make it better? By talking to the community that play it. What do they want? Let's add it. Not where they go, okay, this is our game. We'll add a few things, and now we're going to start on a new game. Like, this is how you're meant to do an ongoing game, and I'm glad it's still going and people are still happy with it, because that arena, I mean, I don't play Sea of Thieves really, but it's arena sounds cool.
I was a little tapped out on Sea of Thieves. I've put probably close to 200 hours into this. I might come back to try this out. I might not, we'll see. But yeah, I know it's got a big audience, so there's that. But I believe there's some other season pass details type stuff that you have for us, Mark.
Yeah, so there's a couple of other games that have like some season pass updates or some generally some like updates without the season pass. So firstly we've got Disney Dreamlight Valley. Obviously a lot of people still playing it, still an early release. But on December the 6th, we finally get some new characters. We obviously had Scar before with the little Lion King pack. In December, everyone's been looking forward to Toy Story. So we'll get Woody and Buzz Lightyear to join. We'll get a new realm. We'll get the characters. I assume they'll come with new items, new story modes, their own houses, like all the other characters. But really, that's about it. We know that the players are likely to be like shrinking down to like toy size to go to this realm. Whether or not they'll actually come back to your realm is another thing. We don't know that, but it's likely. But yeah, that's Disney Dreamlight Valley. Then we've got Multiverses. I don't know who is still playing it. But
Yeah, who the fuck is playing this game still?
cool. There's got to be some. Maybe it's kids. Maybe it's a free-to-play game. When you were kids, you don't really have money, especially nowadays
true.
where games like 70 quid. maybe they play in all the free-to-play games. But so I'm only going to briefly talk about. You're going to get some new items, new skins, and that's about it. So we've got no new characters, but I've heard that Martian Manhunter is going to be joining soon.
Sorry, what was he called?
Martian Manhunter, not Martian Manhunter. Martin the Martian, I think his name is.
No, Martian Manhunter's fine. But it sounded like you pronounced it Moshin. Moshin Manhunter.
It's the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so multiverses, that's that. Next we've got Overwatch 2.
Who's still playing that game?
Not me. I played it a couple more times after we played, and then it's just too toxic for me. I just don't enjoy it. But we got season 2 coming up, so obviously like a big part of Overwatch 2 was that, you know, they were going to have this PvE story mode kind of thing. That still is not come to light. Still not come to light. And I actually I read something the other day that is, don't expect it anytime soon, is basically what it said.
This is reminds me of Halo Infinite being like, oh yeah, co-op's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming.
It's coming soon.
I think it is out now, but yeah, it took a fucking long time.
Yeah. So Overwatch 2, season 2 is about to start in a week, December 6th again. You got a new character, which is pretty cool. It's a tank character called Ramatra. And yeah, that's about it. I don't care to tell you any more than that.
I don't want to hear any more than that.
Good. The one I am going to talk to you about is Marvel Snap. Now, bam, Marvel Snap 2. Marvel Snap Season 2 has just started. I say just started. It started a couple of weeks ago. I did pay for this season pass. It's like the Wakanda Forever kind of Black Panther tie-in. Before was a pretty cool one. It was the symbiote invasion, and had like carnage and cool stuff. But yeah, there's actually not much more to talk about. But
oh, good.
Yeah,
I can wake up again.
Some new cards and stuff. They are announcing soon, I think, a new way to collect cards, which is pretty cool. So at the moment, all you can do is you can upgrade your existing cards. This gives you a type of like tracker in the game, and that unlocks new cards. There is just going to be a specific way where you can get specific cards that you want to finish off your deck. That's all I know about it though. So yeah, pretty cool. There's some game updates that we've got there. What's next? Jack, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just doing something because you bored me to death.
Well, just because you don't play cool mobile games.
Oh, are you still into it? There was a time where you were like, I really like it, but I don't know if it'll keep my attention for long enough.
I'm not playing as much, but yeah, I'm fully in still. It's like a kind of like when I've got a bit of free time at work, or if I'm on the toilet, or before bed, you know, or when I wake up making coffee, you know, I'll play a game or two, sort of thing. So yeah, I like it. It's staying on my phone, and I've spent money on it now, so I have to play for at least another month.
Yeah, I have to play for a while.
Yeah.
Should also be worth noting, like the COD season pass is out, which is, I'm not going to get into the details of it because it's a fucking COD season pass. Guns, calling cards, and emblems and operators. Sorry, hold on. Not exactly season pass, but isn't Bucky out now for Marvel's Avengers, or he's about to come out?
Oh really? I don't know. I've completely forgotten about that game. Like I haven't played.
Most people.
What was the first one that came out? Was it Black Panther?
No, that wasn't the first one that came out. It was Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Didn't even play that.
Female Hawkeye, then male Hawkeye.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, Kate Bishop. What a great
Bishop.
TV show that was.
Yeah, I didn't even play it. I mean, I watched it. I didn't... Yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say, while I read this article, check the YouTube channel, our Twitter site. The company formerly known as Square Enix Montreal, Studio Onama, I don't know, doesn't matter, they've been closed down, no offense to the developers, announced that it will be removing several games from the App Store and Google Play Store, including Deus Ex Go, Hitman Sniper, The Shadows, Arena Battle Champions, and Space Invaders Hidden Heroes. The games will be delisted from the storefronts until December the 1st, and players will not be able to access the games after January the 4th, 2023. In-game purchases have also been suspended immediately, but players can still use any in-game purchases that they already have. If they go unused, however, they will not be refunded. It sucks, man. Like I made a slight joke, which was probably inappropriate, but like this company, you know, Embrace the Group by Square Enix Montreal. It lets them change their name to rebrand themselves and then closes the studio down a few days after. It's fucking shitty behaviour.
Yeah.
Not much to say on that one. I've played a couple of those games, but not in a long time. What did you think of the Twitter?
What am I looking at? Oh, you bastard.
Ragnarok is the fastest selling game. Do you want to take it away with this one?
Yeah, okay.
It's a good tweet.
Shitbag.
Unless you want to claim that tweet was made by my assistant.
Hey. Look, I'm going to publicly apologise. I'm sorry, Jack, for ripping into you yesterday. I, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I never meant to upset you. And I feel terrible. I do. I thought about it all night, and I had a bad dream about it.
You did not. You lied.
I did. And I feel awful. And
you know I'm going to exact my revenge, right?
You'll see in my eyes that I mean it, okay? And like from the bottom of my heart, just here, I'm poking it. I am really sorry. This
is a nice little look into our background drama.
They love it. Anyway.
Basically, no. Now we're here now. We're just going to sum it up as I made a tweet. It got a little bit of attention. I was super proud of Mark shat on it.
Yeah, I basically told him that it wasn't true.
And
now I'm apologising.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna take revenge.
It's fine. You know what? You do that, and you deserve to take the revenge. Okay.
Don't come talking to me about the next successful run you have, because I'm gonna claim you didn't do it.
All right, fair. That's fine.
Talk about God of War Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok.
You for the apology.
That's all right.
You're still a
God of War Ragnarok is sorry about that, guys. That's our dirty laundry. But you're getting to know us, which is great. Anyway, God of War Ragnarok, great game. Fastest selling first party game in PlayStation history. Now, 5.1 million copies were sold in its debut week. And obviously that's still going on. Obviously it means that God of War, the franchise itself, has a record set. The figure obviously means, you know, PS4, PS5, and also I saw a little tweet about this, and people were like, oh, that's probably because of the bundle. So there was a bundle with a PS5 God of War game bundle. So it might have been contributing. But in comparison, God of War 2018 only passed 23 million copies as of, you know, November this year. So, I mean, that's a lot for, you know, the last 6 years. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6. So, I mean, this one's going to outdo it. You can just tell. But, oh, there's a little spoiler in here. And then
don't spoil anything. Oh my god, did it spoil it for you?
No, because I know. But if somebody's reading this and they haven't played it yet, that's terrible. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be it's the biggest game. You know, it's hyped for so long. You know, it's been out a week and it's sold 5.1 million copies. How was it gonna do in 6 years? It's gonna surpass any other game set. You know, probably not any other game, but in PlayStation history, which is fantastic. Because we love it, you guys love it, everyone loves it, and that's all I have to say about that.
Do you want to chat about which? I think we skipped the last story until the show actually comes out, because basically the last story was going to be Twisted Metal series. Will be like Zombieland, new season 1 details revealed. There's actually not much here. It's being done by the two guys who wrote the Zombieland film, and they're going to go try and have that kind of vibe. That's what basically this very long article says. I don't really have much to say on it. I'm not that excited for this show because I'm not a Twisted Metal guy, But I didn't realise it's being done by the Zombieland people, so I will
It's
give it a
twist.
try now.
Oh, it's been. I thought it was going to be like Zombieland. I was going to ask, is Twisted Metal about zombies, but I know it's not. So,
But no, but it is but it is going to be like Zombieland, is what they're saying. Like it's going for that vibe. It's not zombies, but it's post-apocalyptic, and I guess
Right.
it's going for that fun, chaotic, going around the country kind of thing. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm only interested in this now because it's being done by the Zombieland people.
yeah, fair enough. I
Oh,
mean,
and
I'd
Anthony
watch
Mackie.
it. Anthony Mackie, yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll watch it. Cool. And our last
The
one,
Witcher.
yeah, and I know everyone's excited. We spoke about it briefly in our last roundup that, you know, CD Projekt Red have a lot of Witcher stuff coming out as well as some other bits, and they finally released that a date for the. Yeah, so a date is the December 14th for the new Witcher 3 kind of next-gen version. Obviously, this is a free update for everyone who currently owns the game, thank God. But I'm sure it's going to be released as well on the store. I don't know if it's coming to disc, probably not, because you can just get the free upgrade if you just buy the PS4 disc. And yeah, so we've got some details. Basically, CD Projekt Red confirms that the graphics settings will be added to consoles, letting players change between 30 frames per second with ray tracing or 60 frames per second without. So it all depends on how you want it to look, basically. And it's going to be available on all next gen consoles, including Xbox Series S, which is always nice to know. There's going to be a DLC based on the Witcher Netflix series, which has been expanded into its own quest. Which rewards player with the previously announced armor based on Henry Cavill's version of Geralt. And there's going to be an alternative outfit for Dandelion for, you know, Netflix series Jaskier. What else? We've got cross progression, meaning that you're going to be able to
talk to you about this.
Yeah. So just as people who don't know what cross progression is, you can basically share your save data between PS5, Xbox, and PC, which is fantastic. I didn't even know that was a thing. Did you?
What? Well, I zoned out thinking about how bored I was during your mobile game talk. So what'd you say?
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Look,
No, I
mobile games are
zoned
good.
out. I checked our Twitter. I wanted to see if anyone interacted, and I'll let you guess who interacted with it.
Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah Louise. Always coming in with the little snippy comments. Fucking so-and-so. What did you say?
Cross progression. I didn't know it was a thing.
Did you not?
No, I didn't know you could share your data between PS5 and Xbox.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Of course you can. Wait, what? Across PlayStation and Xbox?
Yes.
Are you sure that's correct?
That's what it says here.
Because I know you can do it with multiplayer games, obviously, because that shit's all stored on the servers and on the cloud. But no, okay, cool, fair enough.
That's what it says here. So yeah, pretty cool. So I don't know why you would ever need that.
No. There is some
Or
heartbreaking
maybe
news related to this, though.
Oh, really?
For you little platinum bitches out there like me and Mark, while you've mentioned that you can download your save, right? So your save from PS4 will pick up where you'll pick up on the PS5 from where you left off on the PS4 kind of thing. While you can transfer your save, a developer put on Twitter, the trophies will not pop. So if you're hoping to transfer your platinum save that's got the platinum, and you'll get all those lovely little trophies popping, you will not.
Good.
I can't see
I'm
that
glad.
pulling a really disgusted face at your bitch ass.
Look, nobody deserves to auto pop trophies.
Oh, that's another article I want to talk about very quickly when you're done here.
Okay, I'll
put
just
it on the
quickly
list.
go through the updates then. So haptic feedback, thank God, is added to the PS5 version of the game. So obviously when the player's going to clash swords, cast magic signs, we're going to get that bzz. You know, you couldn't see me, Jack, but I'm making controllers with my hands.
I'm making a magic spell gesture too.
Nice. So controls have been slightly changed as nice. Controls have been slightly changed as well. So we've got left bumper activation to switch between different signs. I actually haven't played a lot of Witcher, so I don't know how that's different. But it's probably going to be easier to control the magic instead of having to select them in a convoluted way. What else? We've got changes to the maps, so we've got filter settings, which is always good for any RPG. And apparently there's that's intended to kind of create a bit more of a natural encounter system as opposed to treating them as a checklist. So it depends on how you play it again. Minimap's a bit more dynamic, and yeah, that's what else? We've got
an
auto sprint. It
doesn't really matter.
No, we've got an auto sprint. A lot of bugs have been addressed and sorted out. But that's about it. So basically, they're releasing the game again with better capabilities, and it's going to look good. And I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to finally play it, and I'm going to get the platinum. That's it. I've said it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be gotten at the same time you get your Red Dead 2 plat.
Look, I'm not on 100 yet. I'm telling you, I'm getting that for number 100.
Yeah, you won't though. But this is you keep lying to yourself.
I'm gonna get it, and then you're gonna eat your words.
I'll eat anything. Look at me. This is good. This is I like The Witcher of what I've played of it. I tried to play it once. I got decent far into it. Good English. I got a decent amount of the way into it, but I'm sure, like most things in life, another game came out and I dropped it. Tried again for a second time, and again more games came out and dropped it. So I think this is my Christmas break game. You know, the update comes out mid-December? Did you say?
14th.
14th.
Yep.
Yeah, I won't. You know, there'll be like 7 to 10 days of work depending on when I take my leave. I think this might be my Christmas break game.
You know what? I think you're onto something there.
Crash through as much as I can over the Christmas period.
Yeah, I've got like 2 weeks off, so I'm gonna play. I'm gonna fuck it. What?
You're gonna fuck it? I mean, there's some characters you can fuck in that game.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm excited to kind of experience it for the first time, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to experiencing the opening for the 5th millionth time. I'm looking forward to experience the rest of the game for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
A quick one.
I don't know that.
Wow, Alexa didn't know that apparently.
Alexa.
We should say other AI technology is available. Isn't that what they say on adverts or whatever TV shows and stuff? When they mention a brand, they have to go like, "Oh, there are other versions availave though." So it doesn't seem like they're promoting it. Anyway, fuck knows. I'm fucking drunk. I'm not. It's 11:30 in the morning. I've had one Coke, so I'm definitely not. But last thing, not on the list. You see, this reports that Sony are banning and going to take action against these cheap platinums, these
shovelware
copy games. Yeah, the shovelware games. So
I did see this.
This is heartbreaking for Joel, isn't it?
Yeah.
You hate to fucking see it,
but I love it at the same time. That boy has over 100 platinums, and most of them are paid to win.
No. Let's not slander the young man right now. We don't know how many of them are played to win. We're
okay, some of them are played to win.
He is a huge fan of those type of games. As of my eye, to an extent, mine are in single digits. Thankfully, I'm not that bad of cheap platinums. And you've got a couple as well, so you can't throw too many shots.
Yeah, I know. But, and to be fair, he's as he says, he's supporting the game industry, which I respect.
We're supporting the small developers.
I respect that.
But yeah, this is heartbreaking to see. No, My name is Mayo 4 or whatever.
Yeah, that is a shame.
Bad times. Anyway,
on that note,
we've gone long today. It's an hour. We've an hour and a half into recording. We both need to exit in an hour and a half. This is our first show recording.
Sick. Right, let's go then. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. That's been us talking about November's big announcements and news stories. RIP Kevin Conroy and the Power Rangers man.
Jason David Frank, you piece of shit.
JDF,
be respectful.
The Green Ranger.
And white.
And yeah, have a look at those. Oh, yeah. Have a look at all those new season passes and enjoy all your games. If you've got time, please watch our other videos. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends, tell your mum, and have a nice day.
May the power protect you.